What's good, y'all? What's good? Ya Clout Podcast live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's your boy Mike says as always. I'm joined by my brother, by the ways of Northern Ireland, Mr. Vod Crack in the building.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Going back to 1998. Quite possibly, it is one of my favorite years in hip hop. I was 13. I was living this shit, buying the cassettes, the CDs. So, good one, man. X to the Z Xzibit, by the ways of Los Angeles, originally from Detroit. Man, his sophomore album, 40 Days and 40 Nights. This is a big one for me, Vod, because I remember it like it was yesterday when I first discovered this nigga, man. That channel, for the life of me, I wish I knew it, because it's, niggas go, oh, I used to order, I don't know, Thuggish Ruggish Bone on the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't say this channel for it's something to do with A, but I talk about it all the time. Only year was prevalent to me was 98, bro. And what you see is what you get now. Okay, it blew my mind. That video is phenomenal, and not only that, it's a dope ass beat. The way he's rhyming on it is just sinister. Love that shit. Amazing effects. I'll get into that when we get to that song, but man, so right after that, it was the same fucking like time frame within a week. Back in the day, they call them cassette singles, singles, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time they were in like a little cardboard sleeve, and I got the "What You See Is What You Get Now" single. On the B side was 3 Card Molly, bro. Okay, and bro, I played the fuck out of that. Not too long after, a nigga got the allowance, got the motherfucking CD. You feel me? Man, okay. Then I went back to At the Speed of Life. Oh, my nigga Pogler in the bill. Shout out to Pogler, man. He did that Misfits, top 10 Misfits songs, dancing only. That's my brother.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Pog. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to Doobie, bro. Hey, yo, Sean, I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. See, this dude Xzibit, man, it's hard for me, man, because sometimes I think At the Speed of Life is my favorite album because I prefer the production on there. Lyrically, I think he's sharp on here, right? But that album's dope. It's fucking no God bless the dead, but I fucking hate Hurricane G, and she's terrible. But that don't hurt the album, right?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. But then I hear this one, I'm like, oh man, this is my favorite album. Then I hear fucking Restless. I'm like, ooh, man. And Restless sounds like an Aftermath album, dog.
It does, yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, executive produced by Dre, and it's you can tell it has his fingerprints all over it. Yeah.
Oh, it's immaculate. Yeah. And then Man vs. Machine is definitely a decent album too. It's not trash by any means.
I think it's dope. I like it.
I like it too, bro. I got it the first day it came out, man. Because I remember that. I don't know the name of the song. I can't remember. But Nate Dogg, the single.
Multiply.
There you go. That shit was fucking hard. And Eminem show Eric M spaz on that fucking album, bro. So I got love for that album. But his first 3 are all classics. I would give it the classic stamp. But man, I'm not gonna go on all day. I can go on all day about this fucking album. How did 40 Days and 40 Nights or Xzibit himself come into your life, Vod?
Yeah, well, one of the first hip hop albums I ever heard, period, was Dr. Dre's 2001, and that would have been my introduction to Xzibit. So obviously he's on What's the Difference? That's sort of like his main feature. And I know he made a few other appearances, but that, what's the difference between me and you? Like that song is just so awesome,
Stay committed while you motherfuckers babysitting, my nigga. Let's go.
Yeah, I hit the critics with an overhand right
from Riddick Bowe, my boy. Yeah.
yeah, he killed it, and that's just such a classic song in general. And I always sort of consider like the 2001 era, like the Up in Smoke era, like that time period, 99, 2000, and obviously around that time is when Restless came out, and X, I remember seeing that music video on TV quite a few times. And that was sort of my introduction to him as a solo artist. But I just got into these albums in the last kind of 6-7 years, something like that. I got At the Speed of Life from a charity shop. Very lucky with that one.
That is some baller shit right there.
Yeah, 50p. Yeah.
Incredible.
Absolutely. And like when breaking down Xzibit's albums, I kind of I view the first two as like his Alcoholics era. You know what I mean? That's very much like Liquid Xzibit. You know what I mean? And
Liquid
then like the
Cream.
next two are, you know, Restless and Man versus Machine. That's like his Doctor. Those are like his Dr. Dre albums. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I view it. And then there's the stuff that came out afterwards, which I'm less familiar with. I remember hearing the single for like Mean Muggin' and like there was that song Criminal Set as well. I remember hearing those back in the day, but I'm not as familiar with those albums. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a dope album for sure. And Xzibit doesn't get his props, does he? Like,
No,
you know, everyone knows him, but he doesn't really get much shine, which is such a shame.
you get that stupid fucking uh, people my ride bullshit, yo. It's like, yo, that's so fucking dumb.
It's nearly 20 years ago as
I know.
well.
Like, so that just destroys his discography, right? It's so fucking stupid, dumb. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree, Pogs. Yo, Pogs, my boy, I agree. Exhibit's dead nice, son. Like everything he's on, he flames. To this day.
Yeah. Bitch Plays as well. That's another like early
Oh my
example of what I heard.
god,
Yeah, love that.
son, that shit's knocking, bro. Never gets. I don't mean that Marshall Mathers one. I mean that motherfucking No
The
Limit
Snoop
Top.
one. Yeah.
Yes, boy. Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah, man. Exhibit 40 Days of 40 Nights. Let's get to it. The last night intro. You get news reporters covering some shit going down in LA, basically. You know, sets the tone. I ain't got much to say about it, but that's what happens.
Yeah, very much so. And you hear like the instrumental for Paparazzi in the background as well. I thought that was pretty dope.
Yes, thank you, Sam. Yeah.
And obviously, it's kind of like a cool kind of like playing into the title because obviously, like Paparazzi is like a reporter, and what you hear as the skit is basically like a news report of sort of like the LA kind of streets, like downtown. So yeah, kind of cool how that works in with each other. And yeah, produced by Sir Jinx. He did a lot of stuff on this album,
Oh yeah.
and really interesting to hear like Sir Jinx like later on in his career, because most people when they think of Sir Jinx, they think of like the stuff that he did with Ice Cube, and even stuff like Live and Let Die by Cool G Rap and stuff like that, sort of like early 90s Sir Jinx, but this is like late 90s, you know what I mean? So it's nice to hear him sort of in a different way. But yeah, like you said, kind of like a dark kind of skit that sort of just introduces you to the album and sort of feeds almost seamlessly into the next song. It's like it sounds like all one track, you know, the way it goes into the next actual song.
Yeah, man. It's a good way of putting it. Because chamber music is next, bro. And man, chamber music, dope beat, released by Sir Jinx, like Vlad just mentioned. Exhibit himself is also credited. One of the illest MCs of all time, Exhibit is. I don't give a fuck. He just flexes his skill all over this joint. I like how he touches on, like, since he's rhyming, now he's supposed to, like, share his success with, like, leech ass niggas, which I can't stand dudes like that, so I like that line. That modern day Lee Harvey Oswald bar is crazy. That's nasty, bro. You know, if you know who that is, that's the nigga that pulled Kennedy shit back. Crazy, bro. Love that. Exhibit keep marching through. Got any words? He said, Exhibit keep marching through. Got any words? I got two. Try fucking you. Like, bah, it's fucking fire,
Yeah.
bro. Like I said, that flow over that Sir Jinx track is crazy. So yeah, chamber music is definitely a dope ass cut, man. Good way to start the album, song wise. Fire, beyond fire to me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's pretty much like what you said. Exhibit just kind of flexing off his skills, and he does that throughout the entire album. This is sort of like a good sort of introduction for what you're going to get, because I think this album's very consistent, like beat wise as well. Definitely, you know, definitely like has like a dark kind of sound to it, and chamber music is like a good kind of title for this song for sure. And yeah, I mean, Exhibit, he's just great on the mic, great lyrics, great punchlines on here. You know, I like when he says Exhibit crashed the gate, heavyweight boxer men seal off the exits and then cut off your oxygen. You know what I mean? Just fire, you know what I mean? Just like real kind of like punch, you know, just like, you know, gonna kill you with lyrics kind of stuff right here. And yeah, I think it's a really, really dope song. He has such a great voice. Like you said, his ability to ride on these kind of dark beats as well is just really, really dope. And yeah, overall, I think it's a great way to start off the album. So it's definitely, like I said, dark, but it's like street dark. You know what I mean? It's dope. But really, it's yeah, he sounds great over that production for sure.
Yeah, he body bagged that shit, bro. Fire, big fire. Then we get Three Card Molly, which I heard before the album. I got the album because it was the B side of What You See Is What You Get Now on the cassette. And boy, featuring Raz Cass and Saphir, incredible beat by Butter, man. Like Raz Cass sets it off. Dude is just a fucking beast. Fatality before you reach your senses. Then we hear the toasty, that Dan Ford and shit in the
Yeah.
background. Shit is stupid, bro. I fucking love that. And these dudes' chemistry, just the Golden State Warriors, boy. You know, the Far Eye too. This is that fucking like plastic surgery, Steve. You know, but this is more brutal though, because that's on at the speed of light with those three. But boy, Raz Cash, man, just fucking incredible. And then Sapphire did his thing on here too. Xzibit and shit off lovely. Jerry spring you out the studio. Then Suge Knight you in the parking lot. Niggas ain't ready for all the heat we got. Fucking fire, bro. Just so fucking gully. That talk, I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said, picture yourself crushing Xzibit with your tough talk. That's like Christopher Reeves doing a crip walk. So fucking evil, but I love every minute of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that Sapphire sounds so evil on that chorus, bro. But I'll give my nigga Vod some shine on some bars. But that shit is just crazy, man. Ricard Molly is fucking nuts. Shit's disgustingly dope to me, man. Yeah, fire, beyond fire.
Yeah, it's my favorite song off the album for sure.
Yeah, it's up there for me too, brother.
Yeah, I love this song. I love the intro with Rascas just talking at the start. You know, I love how he sort of introduces everyone. You know, we've got the Black John McClane, that's Xzibit. Got Harold the Menace, that's Saphir, obviously referring to his role in Menace to Society. I thought that was dope, yeah. And then the Waterproof, you know, at this time, this would be like Ras Assassination era Rascas. And he was calling himself the Waterproof MC. Yeah. Ras Assassination is that's one of those albums. When I put it on, I love the start of it, but like halfway through, it's a bit of a struggle to get through because it's so long. I don't know if you feel that way.
Talking about Focus Daily?
Oh no, Ras Assassination.
Oh, I'm fucking lost. My bad, brother.
No,
okay. you know what's going on in my life, so I'm kind of fucked up right now.
It's okay.
But Assassination, I gotta go back to that. I like it.
Yeah,
but I probably agree with you because this is '98, boy. Them albums, oof.
Yeah,
no matter what label, right?
Yeah, and like you said, they come together to form the Golden State Warriors, and like as far as I know, there was no like album or anything like that. Would have been dope. You know, they should have done that. You know, that would have been fire. But yeah, I mean, they all did their thing on here. You know, Razcast, you know, he's always dope. You know what I mean? Sport a Marilyn Manson t-shirt when I die and go to heaven. You know,
that's so hard.
Yeah, definitely. This would have been, you know, pretty much at the height of Marilyn Manson's infamy. You know what I mean? This is mechanical animals kind of era.
Banging album too.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just such a dope song. You know, I make money and Mac murder whack rappers. My Machiavelli verse bomb first, and the Mac 11 get you. You know, it's just fire with the Machiavelli reference there. You know, 7 Day Fury. You know, bomb first. That's dope. And yeah, I mean, Saphir, like his voice, like you said, really evil, and like I always appreciate like his unique flow. You know what I mean? It just sounds different from everyone out there. And yeah, I liked his verse too. And like you said, the chorus is just dope as hell, where he says, you know, put your spine through your mouth and watch your body drop. That's so far. And yeah, I mean, obviously Xzibit too. You said the bit like how he ends it off. You know, picture yourself crushing Xzibit with your tough talk. That's like Christopher Reeves doing the crip walk. I love that. That's so fire. And yeah, I love how he says, you know, Mr. Black Bruce Willis, please don't kill us. I show mercy like a Kevorkian and like a scorpion. We sting you from behind, put it in you. So meet me at the venue. Put you on the spot to put you on the menu. Like, oh, he body bagged that too. And the beat is really dope as well. This is done by Buddha, who laced the amazing West Side Connection Bow Down album. Like most of the beats were done by him. And Buddha's done some other stuff over the years. Around this time, he would have done a couple of beats for King T for the By Kingdom Come album, which was shelved. A few other, yeah, it is. It's really dope album. I'm glad that it finally got a re-release, even if the artwork is pretty boring, but at least it finally came out. But yeah, I Free Card Molly. What can I say? Absolutely awesome. It's just an awesome posse cut, and yeah, all three MCs killed it.
Fuck yeah, brother. That's my shit.
And this was a single too.
Yup. B-side the fucking What You See Is What You Get.
Yeah, I mean, what a combo.
I know. It sold me.
Yep.
Next, you get What You See Is What You Get. The perfect single for this album. Man, Jesse West kills the production. You know, this has also one of my favorite videos in hip-hop history. Lyrically, he's showing Pocket on this track. I regulate like a killer with a nickel plate. Oh, my God. Fucking fire. One of my favorite hip-hop songs of all time. The video with the motherfucking, like, he gets his bitch to, like, get some milk or some shit like that. And he goes, gets it, and all this chaos is happening in the back of him, you know what I'm saying? And on his way to the store, he meets up with fucking Flavor Flav, yo. That shit's fire. He meets up with Tash and Jay Rogue and them boys, you feel me? Alcoholics, King T. He meets up with motherfucking, a show. He does a show, you know? Fire, bro. This video is amazing. I watched it over the week to refresh my memory on it. It's just incredible, man. And like I said, I've seen this shit, got the cassette single, then got the album. It sold me. What You See Is What You Get is a masterpiece of a song, a 5-mic hip-hop song. Love it. There's enough good things about it, man. It's amazing. You know? Yeah. Y'all get clothesline and pinned to the mattress, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fire as fuck.
Yeah, it is. It's classic single, classic song. I mean, interesting thing when going through the track list, there aren't really like any standout singles in like a commercial sense. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like really like obvious like commercial songs. You know what I mean? I love that the lead single for this album is just like some dope hip hop shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like a pure like kind of hardcore song again. The beat's kind of rough and rugged and kind of dark, and then Xzibit just does his thing on this track. You know, he just lots of lovely lines on here. You know, take your breath like an asthma attack, just a slave like Flavor Flav. You're blind to the facts. You know, that's reference to, you know, she watched Channel Zero of Takes a Nation of Millions.
Channel Zero, that's my
shit. Yeah, fire. You know, Xzibit, he just sounds so dope. Again, just his voice, his delivery, you know, start shaking you down, breaking new ground, construction work, heavy artillery, put your dick in the dirt, you know, it's just fire. Yeah, and I love that bridge too, you know, players, pimps, hustlers, you know. It's kind of simple, but at the same time it's just fly and dope, you know, and how it, you know, you got the main chorus afterwards. It's just it's awesome. So yeah, I mean, classic single. It's definitely like one of his signature tracks. You know, if you look up you know what people are listening to, he's probably like in the top 10 and as far as like his most listened to songs. And yeah, absolute banger.
Fuck yeah, bro, that's my shit, man. Can't get enough of that song. Then we get Handle Your Business, featuring the Far Eye. Absolutely love this beat. Xzibit talking about life's ills on the first verse on here. The Far comes through as well, you know, with a dope verse. Y'all motherfuckers keep it moving like in like an intersection. I love that shit, man. Dope ass track. The Far Eye's dope. Focus Daily is an underrated album, 1999. So yeah, man, fire ass track. I fucks with it heavy.
Yeah, this is a dope song. Kind of like self-explanatory, you know, from the title of the track, just telling you, you know, to, you know, focus on yourself and handle your own business so that you become independent, and you know you'll appreciate that in the long run. But yeah, really dope song. Really like the chemistry between Xzibit and the Far Eye. You know, they both sound great on here. And yeah, there's just some really dope lines on here. I like, you know, how Xzibit starts it off, you know, yeah, I'm forever everlasting, spread the wealth. Procrastination's like masturbation, you're fucking yourself. You know, I like that, you know, that inspirational, like, you know, handle your business, go out there, do something, make something of yourself. You know, it's a positive message. And yeah, I think they did their thing on this track. I think it's really dope.
Yeah, brother. And next we get one of my favorites, Nobody Sound Like Me.
Mm-hmm.
Montage 1. Dope beat by a kid called Roots. I love the Shock Niggas skit sample on here, man. Off that Only Book with Cuban Links. That shit is fire. Xzibit just nasty on here. You found out when I pull my 9 out, I'll blow your mind out. Play a deadly game with no fouls and no timeouts. Disgustingly ill. Fire. I don't know who Montage 1 is, but he's decent. Sure, he ain't whack. But nobody sound like me? Flames. Love it.
I thought he sounded a little bit like Inspector Deck. I don't know if you can hear that, but I thought he sounded a little bit like him. I know that's kind of ironic because
I'm not gonna disagree with you because he does sound like that Woo kind of nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, which is kind of ironic because obviously they're sampling that Shark Biters.
Right? Nobody
Um,
sound like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is a dope song. Definitely, again, Xzibit just flexing his skills on there. You know, I like when he said, "But see, all that's irrelevant. It's like trying to turn a horse celibate. I dance with the devil just for the hell of it." That's fire.
Oh, fire,
Yeah, and I thought he was a pretty good feature as well. I don't really know him like you, and don't really know him from elsewhere, but I thought this was a pretty dope song, and just I always respect and understands, and like originality is so important in hip hop, and even if I don't necessarily like your music, if you're original, I appreciate it, you know what I mean? And it's important to just be like, yo, I don't want people to sound like me. And I like that as a chorus, as a sample. It's dope. And I thought they both did their thing on here.
Oh yeah, brother. They get Pussy Pop. Feature Method Man and Jail Felony. Superfly produced this one. Jail was so dope in '98, man. He did his thing on here for sure. Decent joint. In my opinion, I think if you got Method Man in Jail, I wouldn't do a sex track. If Loud Records gave me that budget, you know what I'm saying? I am doing some grimy shit. You feel me with these two? And look what they did on What You Gonna Do. They, come on now, bro. But decent joint. It's not whack, but it's not one of my favorites. I'll keep it a stack tall, man. But Method Man, of course, he has so much presence on any fucking track he's on, so it makes it kind of decent. Not one of my favorite songs. I keep it a stack, man.
No, I agree. I don't think it's that good, to be honest. I mean, Method Man only doing a hook as well. Like, come on, give him a verse, yeah. And no, even Jail Felony's verse, I don't think it's that good. Like, he's just talking about, you got ass and titties, I got a dick and some cash. It's just like real kind of like basic, kind of stuff. And I love Jail Felony. What You Gonna Do, which we reviewed earlier on this year, is one of the greatest West Coast albums of '98. It Absolutely. Is. I love that album. It's so good. And obviously, like you said, Jail Felony and Method Man did the song "What You Gonna Do" together, which is phenomenal, awesome, with DMX as well. But this song's not that good, and the Superfly beat's not that good either. Like, he did the Hose Money and Clout song for Snoop this same year, and that's a banger. It's not that good. I keep it a stack as well. I don't think it's good. But it hurts me because I think a song with Xzibit, Jail Felony, and Method Man, it should be a home run. You know what I mean? It should be amazing.
If Mike Sears and Vod Crack were a rap group and Steve Rifkin said, "Yo, you guys got to get Method Man and Jail on the album. We're not doing no motherfucking sex song with these boys, Yeah,
it should be like a 3-card molly. You know what I mean? With
Absolutely.
Those,
Those niggas, those spitters. Oh man, that E40 joint with Jail Felony on the Element of Surprise.
Money Scheme, yep.
Well, yeah, when Jay was like, "It's gonna rain on your head," I fucking love that shit. He incorporates like black culture in his music so well. Like that's from a Color Purple movie. You know what I'm saying? I bring that up because I listened to that shit over the weekend, bro.
On
fire, man. That's my shit.
You can't tell a lettuce from a cabbage to a rabbit if that means letting these motherfuckers have it. Something like that. He said,
he body bag that shit, bro. But yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page with that pussy pop shit, my nigga. Like, come on, bro.
This was actually a single as well, believe it or not. But they call it Putty Pop. Yeah, I was looking at the. I was looking at it on Discogs to see, but yeah, it's a single. They released it as like an underground single, but yeah.
Damn. Another problem on this album for me is that Chronic Keeping 101. I think it's fucking useless. I love weed, but this is a instant skip. Fucking terrible.
It's a terrible skit. Yeah, it's 2 minutes, but you'll never get back.
Right? I think he's talking about how to share your weed. I don't know. I haven't paying attention, my nigga. You feel me? But it's
Oh yeah,
trash.
it's boring. It's actually
Yeah,
really boring. There's nothing there at all. At least like
nothing.
when we did Onyx last week, at least those skits are short. You know what I mean? Or not? They're not even skits. They're like interludes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
like
like kind of
seconds.
that's kind of dope. But this is just lame. Yeah.
It's terrible. Now, my favorite song on the album, bro. Shrooms. Dog. Sir Jinx laced this one. Xzibit talking about being high on those magic mushrooms. Around this time, shrooms was very popular. I never dabbled into psychedelics, but dudes around me was, man. And that song is amazing to me. I fucking love this song. Xzibit just giving a story, having a bad trip. Some white boys gave him, wants to kill these niggas and shit. Fucking incredible. And I'm gonna sample snitch. Fuck it. It's come on now. If you know your shit, you know it. These Ohio playing niggas, they started that West Coast wine, bro. Okay, I grew
Funky
up
worm.
Funky Worm. Yes, I grew up seeing the album covers. You know what I'm saying? And Funky Worm is amazing. My uncle had that honey shit with the bitch pouring the honey on it. Oh, real niggas know about Ohio players, my boy. Real niggas know. And Funky Worm is fire. I love Ohio players as much as I love Funkadelic and Parliament. You know, I love funk music.
And
And
that shit's in GTA San Andreas, so yeah, you
it
got no excuse
is.
not to know
Da-da-da-dum,
that.
da-da-da-dum, dum. That shit's fire, bro. But yeah, Shrooms is amazing. I love it. Amazing song.
Yeah, definitely a dope song and different as well. You know what I mean? It's like not very often you get to hear an MC talk about mushrooms and like just the
Yeah.
storytelling on here. Yeah, and yeah, the Funky Worm sample. I know like plenty of other beats
Mad
came
niggas.
before it, but yeah, it kind of fits the atmosphere and the vibe of the song. You know what I mean? It's definitely something a bit different. You know what I mean? It really stands out because I think like a lot of the beats on this album they're of a similar ilk, I think it's fair to say, but this one kind of stands out and kind of like bounces along while Xzibit is telling this story of being hanging out with these white boys and being introduced to magic mushrooms. Yeah, it's really an interesting track, and yeah, it stands out is something different, and I appreciate that about it a lot. Yeah, it's a dope song.
I'm gonna kill this faggot ass white boy. That shit hard as fuck, man. At the end, he's talking shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shrooms is amazing. I fucking love
Yeah,
Shrooms.
I wouldn't touch that. It's too scary.
Oh, not
Personally,
the actual fucking shit.
yeah, no.
The song is amazing. My boy.
Yes, yes.
Yo, son, I'm surprised I never did it. I was around so many people that did that shit, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
You know? Let me get
I've
focused. Okay,
known
brother?
about people. No, I was just yeah, I've known people that have taken it and they've ended up in somewhere that they've never been before. Put it that way,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's just scary. You know.
yeah. Fuck all that. So next we get Focus. Dope ass production by who did this shit, man? I didn't write the fucking shit down.
The glove
The Glove. Okay, yeah, I didn't write this shit down.
from Trackmasters.
Yeah, thank you, brother. That beat is fire. Absolutely love Xzibit's flow on this joint. He killed it, man. Focus. Dope ass cut. Love that song.
Yeah, it's a dope song. Yeah, not much to say about it. Again, just like Xzibit's kind of flexing his lyrical skills on here. Headlock, Los Angeles, home of the scandalous and beautiful bitches, smell the aroma. Nothing but Doja. It's the liquid soldier. Just kind of flexing on this track, and overall, yeah, I like the beat on here too. It's pretty fly,
Yeah.
and I know there's a song that Eric Sermon did in 2000 under the name Eric Onassis. I think that's called Focus, and coincidentally, it has Xzibit on it. So there you go. It's another little link there for you. But yeah, dope song. Very much just like Xzibit doing what Xzibit best. Yeah, dope song.
Fuck yeah, brother. All right. Next we get Deeper. Man.
There is a skit.
Oh yeah, thank you. Brother.
But I can't remember.
Jason 48 months interlude. It's just Jinx having a conversation with some dude. It's fucking whack too to me.
I literally tune out of these skits when they start. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
It's like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, it's not good. It's fucking whack. Yeah. Now we get to Deeper, bro. Butter with a dope ass beat on here. Xzibit is just a superb lyricist. Like his wordplay, excellent. I love how he has that 40-ounce reference on here, saying eyes, all that shit he talks about. I love when he said, my nigga butter chip off beats like cellular phones. Answer the throne, Xzibit bring the lead to your dome. It's fire, bro. Love this song. Deep is amazing too. Great song.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album. Yeah, really dope song. The beat on here is kind of got like that kind of high pitched, like violinish kind of like vibe on the production. Really dope.
Yeah.
And yeah, just again, Xzibit killing it as usual. I like when he said, specialist with a hit list, right fist bomb type, MGM fight night type. So when I hits the stage, we can face off. Watch me rattle your Nicolas Cage. I thought that was dope. Obviously referencing the 1997 fun movie. Yeah, directed by John Woo with John Travolta as well. Yeah, overall, just a really dope track. Yeah, not much more to say about it apart from that. Yeah, it's another dope track on the album. Dope production by Buddha. Buddha also did, I know that very same year, he did React for Onyx as well. That was another one he did. Fire, which I love. I love that song.
Yeah. Got the 50 on that bitch.
Yeah, that was his first public appearance. And yeah, it was. I always appreciate when people give Buddha props because, yeah, I just wish like he did more going forward, like into the 2000s. I know he did bits here and there, but like not a lot. Always appreciated his production, just really dope.
Likewise. Los Angeles Times is up next, man. Mailman, dog. Lace Xzibit with this one, man. I love when Xzibit said MCs get fucked up, chopped up like Braveheart. Fire as fuck. Xzibit just flexing his skills on his own. Dope ass cut. Not much to say, but it's fire, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of has that. Kind of gives you the kind of like vibe of what LA might be like, you know what I mean? Kind of has like that, but again, it's not like done in like a sunshine and like palm trees kind of way. It's done in like a dark kind of gritty way. I really like that about it. And yeah, like you said, Xzibit, he does his thing on here as always. What is it he says? He says, leaving you and your best man stiffer than mannequins. You know what I mean? Just like that's just he kills it as always. And I've noticed throughout this album, on different songs, he says, on a different track, me and my mans were restless. And then there's another song at some point where he says, man versus machine. And on this song, he says, while other rappers use weapons of mass destruction. I'm like, shit.
All his albums.
He's dropping all of his albums before they even come out. Yeah. Pretty impressive.
You probably had that shit already planned, bro.
Yeah. Really, really cool.
I didn't mention that because I know you were going to do that because you're king of doing that shit.
I love linking things together like that.
Yeah. I referenced that in my head this past week when I listened to it. But yeah, that's dope as hell, man. It's a 98 too, you know what I'm saying? Only a second album in.
Yeah, and he was consistent. He was dropping an album every 2 years all the way up until 2006. Yeah, so that was very solid.
Nigga's amazing, bro.
Yeah, I love Los Angeles Times. That's actually one of my highlights on the album. I really like that song.
Oh yeah, fire as fuck. Then we get Inside Job. Sir Jinx ended up lacing Xzibit with this one, man. Xzibit gives some dope ass storytelling on this track, selling some blow, ends up getting jacked by some niggas, ends up getting a heat, and just bucking at them dudes, and then ends up getting arrested for shooting at those dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted him to snitch, but he doesn't. Amazing storytelling track. Shit's dope as fuck. I rock with this shit heavy.
Yeah, definitely a dope song. Yeah, I like the storytelling on here. It's all one verse too. It's just like Xzibit sort of spitting this story all in one go, which is really impressive.
That's incredible.
Yeah, definitely. And the beat by Sir Jinx is really dope too. This is like the one Sir Jinx beat on the album where I listen to it and think that reminds me of like classic Sir Jinx from like the early 90s. You know what I mean? It definitely has that kind of vibe to it, in my opinion. But yeah, I like the song. It's for a little bit more kind of upbeat and kind of intense. And you're just kind of listening to it, seeing where the story's gonna go. And yeah, just really kind of vivid storytelling. And yeah, really dope stuff from Xzibit. Yeah, someone that he's good at that storytelling stuff as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Like, for the most part, like obviously he's really good at like those kind of braggadocial slash kind of like battle bar kind of lines, but like this shows that he can do storytelling as well. Really dope. So yeah, inside job, another solid cut on the album.
dope as hell, man. And next we get "Let It Rain," which is King T and the Alcoholics, Liquid Crew in the house. East West gave Xzibit a dope ass beat on here. I love when he said, "We haven't been sober since 21 and over." Fire, bro.
Yep.
Referencing the debut album from Alcoholics. Calls King T body shit on here. It's King T, right? J. Ro kills it. Just impeccable flow. Tash is so fucking dope. Tash is my favorite motherfucking member of the Alcoholics. I hope you do 21 and over sometime this year because deserves it, man. It's
I hope so
incredible.
too.
Yeah, we need to link that in there. That's an amazing album.
Only
Mad
when I'm
short.
drunk.
And only when I'm drunk means a lot to me because that's the same fucking tape that, the Mystery of Chess Boxing was on and shit. You know that.
All
Yeah,
that dope
yeah.
93 shit. Yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah, yeah. Fire, dope ass song, dope podcast, love this shit. Yep, Let It Rain.
Yeah, pretty much what you said. Yeah, dope posse cut. It's always great having the licks and King T on here. At this stage, like I said earlier, I kind of view the first two Xzibit albums as kind of like his Alcoholics, like Liquids kind of era Xzibit albums, and yeah, just really dope when he gets to work with them. And yeah, not much more to say about it apart from that, but they all did their thing. I love how J Ro's like, fuck that East West mess. I'm getting rest. I mean, I like
Yeah.
that. Just saying, all, screw all that bullshit that was happening, obviously, in 96, 97. And yeah, I mean, they all did their thing on here. It's a really dope song. And yeah, love the Alcoholics, love King T. I mean, they're all fantastic. So whenever they all get together, it's going to be good. And I even though I say that about the first two albums, like Xzibit never let his Alcoholics roots go away. You know what I mean? Like he always worked with them, like even with the future albums and stuff. So yeah, just dope posse cut. I like it a lot for sure. Let It Rain, dope.
Oh yeah. Next we get Recycled Assassins, which is Montage 1. Montage 1 tells some, life ills type stories. Xzibit follows that same lead, talks about growing up in the hood and his siblings, mentions his like younger brother, how he don't want to follow the footsteps he went into because he did some jail time, and just wanted his younger brother to get away from that shit. I thought it was dope, and it got that dope, like, this ain't the last song, but dope ending song to an album that it should be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I fucks with it heavy.
Yeah, I like the song too. I really like the production for it as well. It has that kind of like real kind of like somber, kind of like rainy, kind of nighttime kind of feel to it, which really, fits well with what they're talking about. Like you said, describing like life sales and, some of the things that they've seen and things that they've experienced. Yeah, really dope song. I thought they did their thing on here. It works, I think, as sort of like a, coming towards the end of the album. You know what I mean? It has that kind of feel. You could end it off with something like Let It Rain, where it's like a posse cut. It's a little bit more sort of up tempo, but I think you can go this route as well and have something that's a little bit more kind of leaves the listener with some like food for thought and stuff like that. Yeah, I think Recycled Assassins, again, it's another dope track in the album. What can I say? There's nothing, apart from like the skits and maybe Pussy Pop, there's not much not much I don't like.
No, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. So we get the outro, just Xzibit's dad talking about serving in Vietnam and Xzibit being born in 74. Says he sees himself in Xzibit. Thought it was pretty cool to hear his pops.
Yeah, not much to say about that, but I know that there is another track that was like on the enhanced CD. Is not the case?
Yeah, shit, nigga. I never stuck it in the computer, but my CD is from '98, so it's probably on there. You know what
Yeah,
man?
I'm not sure if mine has it or not. Yeah, I'm not sure because I know like a lot of those enhanced CDs, they were obviously developed and made for like Windows 98 and Windows 95 and stuff.
I
So
hate
I'm not
that. Just
sure
put it
if
on
you
the
can
album.
even get that. Yeah, I'm not even sure if you can get that anymore, like properly. I've heard it on YouTube. It's on YouTube, but it's like it's with the licks. I think it's like another posse cut, but yeah, it's. I wish it was just on the album. I agree, and
Likewise,
obviously
bro.
that must cost more money as well from a manufacturing point of view, like doing it in
Yeah,
hands and stuff. Like, no, don't do that. Don't bother
yeah,
making
man.
you jump through hoops and stuff for that.
Yep.
There's actually a crossword in the booklet. I don't know if you remember this, but there's a crossword in the booklet, and the whole gimmick was like, oh, you put. You finish the crossword and you get a bonus song or something as well. I don't know,
I haven't looked at
but
that booklet in a while, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Isn't it like a fold out? I can't remember.
Yes,
Something
I
like
think
that.
so. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you, Doobie. The non CD thing, not a fan.
Likewise, like Mob Deep with shit like that too on Hell on Earth and shit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
even
man.
Clutch did it with the Elephant Riders. Yeah, my favorite band.
Oh
They
yeah,
even did
we'll be doing that shit this year, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
it. Yeah.
There you have it, man. Xzibit, 40 Days and 40 Nights, sophomore album from X to Z. Like we do every episode, we do our top 3 songs and the classic Sauce Mike rating. So for me, I give this 4 mics. 4 mics. The skits are whack and that fucking pussy popping ain't a good song. Other than that, dope ass album, dope ass cuts. Xzibit rhyming like crazy on here. His best album lyrically up to that point. 3 songs: Shrooms, 3 Card Molly, and What You See Is What You Get. I don't give a fuck about singles. Incredible, bro. Incredible. So with Shrooms, 3 Card Molly, What You See Is What You Get. Dope ass album. This is my fucking 13-year-old, like preteen type era, my nigga. Love it. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard him, I was amazed. And I'm pretty sure my cousin had At the Speed of Life. Or Uncle Martin had it too. Probably both of them, cause Holly knew her shit, my nigga. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
normal bitches don't listen to what she listens to. Even not listen to Freddie Gibbs and shit like that. And she's dope as fuck, man.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And she had that At the Speed of Life cassette, so. But they never got me into it. Pissed me off. Like, they had fucking Southern Playalistic and AT Aliens. Never told me about it, right? Funny shit, man. Because I didn't get an Outcast in 98. But, yeah. His album, Immaculate, it turns 25 in August. Fantastic album. What do you think about this album, bro?
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to give it 4 as well. Pretty much for the same reasons you said. I mean, I think Xzibit just shines on here. Like, he kills every song. He's very much like the highlight of it. I thought the beats on here were dope. If I give it a little negative, I do think the beats are a little samey. Just a little bit. I just think they all kind of have a similar kind of feel. But that's not much of a negative because I do think the beats are good. But maybe a little bit. It's kind of like Back the Fuck Up for me, where it's like, they all kind of have a similar kind of vibe to them, but from last week. But yeah, I mean, that's not much of a criticism, but yeah, Pussy Pop, not a very good song, and the skits are whack, like you said. But everything else is really dope, and all the features are dope on here too. And yeah, overall, I think it's a really good album. I like Restless. That's my favorite Xzibit album. I just like him over, he fully embraced like the West Coast kind of G-Funk sound on that album, and I just slightly prefer that. But I would say that's my favorite, and then At the Speed of Life is probably my second favorite. With the foundation's amazing on that album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and a few other joints, obviously. I think I slightly prefer the production on At the Speed of Life. But what you said earlier, Xzibit might be better lyrically on this. Yeah, I'm not mad at that because, yeah, he killed it on this album. And yeah, really, really dope album. My top 3 songs are Free Card Molly, Deeper, and I'll go with Los Angeles Times as well. But yeah, obviously that could change. But I think 3 Card Molly is like stuck as like number 1 because I love that song.
So good.
Yeah, definitely. That I mean, that's how you do like a collab with 2 other artists right there. Absolutely aced it, and that butter beat as well. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, fire.
Oh, it's fucking fire, bro. Doom, 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 down, 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 doom, doom, doom. Incredible. But yeah, there you have it, man. Xzibit, 40 Days and 40 Nights. My album. So I make an announcement. Okay, not getting into personal shit. If you know me personally, you know what it is. We're not going to be doing Speaky Clout for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month, bro. I'm keeping it a stack. I just need time to myself, and Vod respects that. That's my brother, so yeah, just putting it out there now. So you still be getting the dope content that you're used to, but just give me like a month, all right? Hopefully we'll be back better than ever. Love y'all niggas, man. Shout out to Doobie, shout out to Adam, shout out to motherfucking all y'all niggas, man. Graffiti, day one niggas, you feel me? Love LA Times, but felt like a bonus track. I don't think so. It's just fucking heat. But yeah, just respect my wishes, and I'll be back, man. We'll be back. You feel
Yep,
me?
for sure. Thanks everyone for being here as
Yeah.
always.
Appreciate y'all niggas. The niggas that care, man. Shout out to y'all niggas, man. For real, for real. So with that being said, I'm out this bitch. Y'all niggas like in a month or something, man. Like that ass. I ain't going nowhere. Just taking a break. All right? In like 4 weeks. All right, y'all. We out this bitch.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.